Hi, Manna family. The God of the Bible is a God who loves. He's also a God who hates. God loves what is good and hates what is evil. In the book of Proverbs, Solomon writes in Proverbs 6:16, there are 6 things which the Lord hates. Yes, 7 which are an abomination to him. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that run rapidly to evil, a false witness who utters lies, and one who spreads strife among brothers. This is really strong language. It says that God detests those who spread strife among brothers. Jesus writes, blessed are the peacemakers. The inverse of that is, cursed are the troublemakers. If the peacemakers are blessed, then the peace breakers are cursed in God's sight. Proverbs 16:28 says, a slanderer separates intimate friends. Slander is saying things about people that aren't true for the purpose of hurting them. It really is designed to separate people and create conflict. That's what slander does. This is Satan's goal. Satan wants to separate people from God and from each other. Divide and conquer by means of deception is Satan's primary methodology for conquest. Jesus said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Someone who starts quarrels in their own family is tearing down their house with their own hands. A family feud can destroy a family, and a civil war obviously can destroy a nation. And most wars begin with words. Words can calm a quarrel like oil on water, or it can detonate a disagreement into a wildfire that destroys everything in its path. God hates slander and gossip because slander and gossip separates his people and create conflict between his children. Remember, God is a father. Every good parent hates it when their children fight with each other. When God's family is fragmented, love loses, hate rules, and the world ridicules. John 13:35, Jesus said, by this all men will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. Mutual love for one another is the strongest evidence that Christ lives inside us. We can choose to love each other because God first loved us through Jesus. In 1965, Hal David and Burt Bacharach wrote a song called What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. It's the only thing that there's just not enough of. That's true. There seems to be a permanent shortage of love in our world. Many people are literally starved for love. The love they really need is not human love. What people really need is God's unconditional love. God created us to give and receive love. Sadly, sin has corrupted our hearts and damaged our ability to love. Sin makes us selfish. But Jesus, when we surrender our lives to Him, He gives us the ability to love others. When we love others, conflict is resolved and harmony is the result. Jesus was so big on harmonious relationships between people that He said, if you come to worship God and remember that your brother has something against you, go first be reconciled to your brother and then come back and worship God. Jesus said, don't worship God with the broken relationships in your life if you're unwilling to reconcile them. Reconcile first and then come and worship God. The key to mending broken relationships is forgiveness and reconciliation. Romans 12:18 puts it this way, if it's possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. I know that reconciliation takes 2 people, not just one. However, we should do whatever we can to promote reconciliation and peace. Be a peacemaker, not a peace breaker, and God will smile. Remember, God designed us to do life together.